Well, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, January 29th, 2025. You are in the live trading room with Tim the Trader. Welcome, everybody. Also, today is the beginning of our live event here in Alpharetta, Georgia, which will start tonight at 7 p.m. Just a reminder. Let's get rid of the legal stuff. Here is yesterday's charts. I'm sorry I don't have numbers on there. I've switched to another account this morning, so just don't have any zones or any trades. But had three good trades yesterday, and did well yesterday. We had that usual sell-off in the beginning, and then a big run up, which we took a couple of calls on. There was a couple of nice swing highs. One that happened starting really about 11:44 on up, and then in the afternoon, which I actually caught this nice swing high that happened in the afternoon. Just happened to catch that, and Q closed at 522.20 and is currently sitting at 523.08. Looks like we have a pretty close gap play this morning, so we'll keep an eye on that. So let's just call the gap fill 523. Call that at 523 will be the gap fill and trigger. Okay, only if we open above that amount. Let me get rid of a couple things here on my other screen and head over to now. So we're just about 8 cents away from filling that gap. So it should be interesting this morning. So we're currently sitting at 523.08. We will be trading, let's see here, not all. Let me get rid of something. 14, there we go. Well, we'll see where these come down to. If these come down in the $3 range, I'm on the option chain. If they come down in the $3 range, we'll trade tomorrow's expiration. If not, we'll probably trade today's expiration. But currently, we've got 912,000 traded on the underlying. It's building up. We may be at a million by the time we start in the two minutes, but we'll start at the money at the 523 on the call, put side, 522 on the call side. Let me let in Miss Loretta. And with that, actually, I can't let Keith in because Keith is traveling, hurtling down the highway to my house right as we speak. He may have us up on his phone, but he won't be able to communicate this morning. But I do know that we have today. The biggest thing is we will have the Fed meeting today. I mean, the Fed, the Fed meeting concludes today, and we will have the Fed announcement. We don't believe there's going to be any interest rate change, and then the press conference that'll happen at 2:30. So we'll be back at about 1:55 this afternoon and see if there's anything decent in there to trade for this afternoon. So that's what I know is going on. Let's make sure that we have our there we go. Have our chart set up for 20 cents between each of the hash marks on each of our charts, and we'll get going here in about 30 seconds.
13, 16 today expiration or tomorrow?
I'm sorry?
Are we trading today's expiration or tomorrow?
We'll make that determination as soon as we get in.
Okay.
Yeah, right now we're on tomorrow's expiration, but we may be changing today if these are too expensive, which they may be.
Okay.
Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yeah, I just want to see how these shake out as we get all the pre-market volume kind of figured into the options pricing. And looks like they're going to be in the $4 range. So let's go to today's expiration. Much better. Yeah, we'll trade today's expiration. Price coming down a little bit. So Dow is up 20, Nas is down 35, S&P is down 7. So two of the three broader indices are negative, not by a great deal, just slightly. Price coming down a bit. May have low attendance today. There's probably a number of people who are traveling to Atlanta today. Price continuing to come down. So let's go over to, I'm going to go over to the 523 on the put side and just watch it. We do have, we've already crossed on our 1 minute Heikenasi to the put bias side. All right, stand by on this 523 on the put side. Getting a little reversal now. We'll see if this is going to continue in sell-off mode. Got 1.5 million already traded on the underlying. So pretty good volume. All right, I'm going to enter this 523. And did not get filled. I'm going to go back to the 523. 522, actually. I'm going to go to the 522, guys. Let's see. There we go. Got filled that time at 311. Up to 318. This has got some more in it. All right. All right. Stand by to jump out of this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just take some profit right here at 327, 311 to 327. It's still going if you're still in it. Big reversal happening now. Oops. Developing quite an angle on our Heikenasi MACD. Look at that on our active line. It's a pretty sharp angle heading up. So going to head over to the 520 on the call side. 520 on the call side. Stand by. All right. Didn't quite continue on that call, but may come back again. If you've just joined us, we've got just finished one positive trade. Price continuing to sell off. May head back over to the 522 on the put side. Got the Dow up 34, Nas down 87, S&P down 14. We obviously did hit the gap fill and did trigger it. We'll call it that first trade was really the gap fill and trigger. We do have agreement on both our MACDs. They're both in the put bias position. All right, price heading back up. I'm going to head back over to the call side to the 520 on the call side. See if it breaks this previous high over here at 936.
this in.
Can't this every time it runs around to the call side, can't quite seem to break it. We're in a lower lows, lower highs type of pattern right now. So we just need to be patient, wait for a breakout. And there it is breaking out. Wow, look at the volume coming in on that minute. Definite push down. So we can go back to the put side again at the 522 on the put side. Stand by. All right, I'm going to enter this and filled at 371. Wow. Trying to push lower here. I stand by to take some profit here. I'm going to go ahead and hold on. All right, stand by to get out of this. Let's go ahead and get out of this. Yep, coming down again. If you're still in this trade, good on you. Looks like we're going into some consolidation here. Keep waiting for this to break out to the top side. Now's down 107 now, S&P down 15. Yeah, just over 3 million. And go back to the put side, to the 522 on the put side.
Did you get out of that put, Tim?
Actually, I couldn't get out. I'm still in it, actually.
Yeah. Well, it's coming back around.
Price still trying to eke down, finding some resistance as we're in this consolidation phase. There it goes. All right, I'm going to go ahead and try to get out of this. And out at 387. All right, let's go back to the, let's see, go back to the 522 on the put side. Getting into some lower volume now. We do have a demand zone here. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. And we'll go ahead and put a pseudo supply zone in on the top of that first 5 minute. I'll find it. Yes. More HSV 60. And we're going to head over to the call side here. All right, so let's head over to the 519 on the call side. See if we can break through this demand zone. We're going to have a new demand zone here in a minute. All right, let's see. We'll go to the 520 on the call side, 520. All right, let's go ahead and hold on. Let's enter the 520. Filled at 345. I don't know why my bells are not going off. There we go. Head back up there. It's just a crazy Ivan.
$520 call you got?
520 call. Yes. All right. Remember your stops. Come on, get all the way through that demand zone. Come on, head back up there. All right, see if it can break out this time. Come on, get up there, get up there. All right, stand by. I may get out of this early or this drops. And I'm going to go ahead and just take profit here. Out at 347. So took 2 cents out of that, but just didn't feel it was when it gets up to VWAP, it was going to bounce, which it did. Now it may bounce right back up if you're still in this trade. It may bounce right back up. Now I would look for this to break through VWAP before I looked at another call trade. But we got NAS down by 91, S&P down by 8, Dow's up by 67. Not sure we're going to see that much climbing on the call side. Oh, we had the pop at the top. Let's see, that happened back at 10. Sorry, completely missed the pop, but that's when we started rising, was on that pop at the top that took us up. And it's coming up again. Just in case you're still in this call trade. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate this demand zone, bring it down, duplicate the price level, and bring it down to here, like so. And then we're going to turn this into a minor zone. Oops, 60. There we go. Come on, break through VWAP. I know the last time it came up, it went down pretty quickly. So some of you may not have been able to get out of that call trade, but it looks like you're going to get another opportunity here. Now see what's, hold on, let me get my drawing tools out. What's happened here is we've got a double top developing right here, which means that price will likely come back down if it doesn't break through VWAP. So you may want to be prepared if you're still in this call trade to get out. But if it busts through, VWAP keeps going.
Hey, Tim,
Yeah,
you've done some graphics and Photoshop stuff. Do you have a Wacom tablet?
I do.
Do you not use it for this?
No, it's actually hooked up to my other computer,
Um,
which I could use, but
be easy for you to do your drawing and graphics and stuff with that.
yeah. Yeah, I love the tablet. It's
Yeah,
very
me
cool.
too. Yeah. What size do you have?
It's just a small one, just like a
Yeah.
7 by 10.
Yeah. A friend of mine uses the small one.
Yeah.
He's a Photoshop master.
Right on.
I like the big one,
Yeah.
but they are great. Mine's a real old one. Is yours new?
No, I've had it for about 5 years.
Yeah. They don't age much.
No,
Yeah.
just
Right.
updating the software. They
Yeah.
work just fine.
Yeah.
All right. If you are still in this call trade, you may want to look at taking profit here before it starts dropping again.
Hey Tim, did you draw in a supply zone at the 5 minute candle?
I did. It's
Okay,
up at the
thank you.
top.
Okay, thank you.
See, and this is typically what happens when we get a double top like this, is we get this sharp reversal that happens, which is exactly what's going on right now. Dow's now down, excuse me, Dow is just up by 20, Nas down by 104, S&P down by 16. I'm going to go over to the 522 on the put side, 522.
As soon as you say I'm going, that's it. It's just going other way. Look at it. Tim, you should say opposite thing.
Yeah, really.
Tim, are you expecting a lot of movement this afternoon or just kind of medium since there's not expecting to move the rates?
Yeah, expecting medium.
Yeah.
That's typically what it's been when there's no rate change.
Is Powell speaking today?
Yeah,
Yeah. 2:30 for him.
2:30 for him
Yep.
while he still has his job.
Yeah. And announcement at 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be back in about 155 and see if we get any decent price movement off of it. Last time we had great movement, but just typically when there's not a interest rate change, we don't seem to get much reaction. So may get more during the press conference if Powell starts, prognosticating.
Has Trump asked him to step down?
Not yet.
Because he made an announcement that if he was asked, he wouldn't do it, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know. Did he?
I thought he did. I'm not certain about that.
Yeah.
I think some nosy reporter asked him if he was asked to step down, would he? And I think he said he wouldn't, but I'm not positive about that. But I think that's the case. How long does he have? Is he serving an appointment for a period of time, or how does that work?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure, Larry.
Yeah, I don't know either.
He said he's not leaving, and his appointment's like 6 years, is what I heard. And my husband's talking. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Thank you. Figured somebody would know.
I just Googled it and it says the president may not have the legal authority to dismiss the chairman.
Hmm.
I think the Fed is pretty much completely independent from everybody and everything, aren't they?
It is. It's not a government agency.
No, it's a private corporation, and really nobody knows much about it.
Yeah.
That's why they called it the monster from Jekyll Island.
It's the secret cabal of bonesmen.
Well, really, you start checking into it, and you're not going to find out a whole lot.
No.
You're not going to find out who's on the board. You're not going to find out who the members are. You're not going to really find out much of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing Jerome Powell knows.
I would expect he would probably know.
Yeah, he's not talking.
So get into some lower volume here, below 50,000. So not a lot of price movement. And typically we do have slower price movement on Fed days. Starting to get some wave action going here. Dow's up now 51. NAS is down 91. S&P's down 13. I'm going to head over to the 523 on the put side. 523, stand by. I'm going to enter this 523. Filled at 365.
Why did you do that?
Because I'm expecting to come back down. We're in this wave action that's going on as the market maker rotates price back and forth. We're at the top end of that little wave.
Okay.
All right, stand by to take some profit. Let's go ahead and take some profit here. And out at 377. 365 to 377. So that's why, Larry.
Good move. Smarter than me.
363 to 376.
Yeah, that's a good move.
Nice.
Good call.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim.
Sure.
And there's more where that came from.
Yes, sir.
So were you just figuring it bouncing off of VWAP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think it would even get up that high.
Yeah. I don't think it did quite.
Like my brother always says, Tim, experience isn't cheap.
That's right. 'Yeah, breaking through the demand zone. All right, so it is breaking out of this pattern. Now we are selling off again. So let's go to the 521 on the put side this time. Five-minute MACD is crossed. Nas down by 127 now. S&P down by 17. Dow is still up by 67. Price comes back up again, we will scalp another one, scalp another put. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, so we scalped that put, so why aren't we scalping this call? Well, the call is much less certain because of NAS being down where it is, S&P being down where it is. The overall bias in the market or on Q is toward the put side. So these calls are just much less certain. So let's go to that 522 on the put side. I'd like to see this price come up a bit higher toward that minor zone. All right, we are 1 hour in. We just have about 5 million in volume. Dow's up 40, Nas down 116, S&P down 17. Okay, we'll continue to keep an eye on that 522 on the put side. Like I was saying, like to see price come up a bit higher. It is starting to before it really turns.
Are you guys sitting on a trade? I had to step away for a while now.
No, we're not in a trade currently. We took a put trade a little while ago and did well on that. We're kind of looking at a put trade right now at the 522 put side. It looks like we're going into a bit of consolidation here. Price coming down a little bit now.
Tim, does the 11 to $15,000 volume in the last several minutes bother you at all?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real low volume right now, so we're just can't quite get that price movement that we need. And why it's doing this, guys, excuse me just for a minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. See, we haven't gotten a whole lot of movement. Finally breaking down below the demand zone. Should have jumped on this one earlier. Looks like a crazy Ivan. Price bouncing right back up.
All right, well, I just worked my negative down to 800. I'll be back at 1:55 p.m. See if I can clean up my mess today.
Okay. All right. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
Keep going up. Keep going up. Looks like we're going to get a new demand zone here in less than a minute. Looking at 522. Yeah, 522 on the put side. I'm going to wait for this to cycle back over. There we go. Get nice and high up there. We'll turn this into a minor zone now. All right, price can turn now. All right, 522 on the put side, stand by. Let's go ahead and enter this 522. In at 349. All right, stand by to take some profit here. Let's go ahead and just take some profit. And out at 371, 349 to 371.
349 to 365.
Okay.
You beat me, team.
Yeah, I got you that time.
I beat you both.
Ah, good for you. See, 22. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 good trades plus up 67 this morning. And let's see, we got 2 minutes left. So let's go ahead and wrap it up for now. We'll be back at 1:55 this afternoon, guys. And we will trade the Fed announcement this afternoon. So thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for supporting the room. And for those of you who are coming tonight, we're doing our cocktail reception at 7 o'clock tonight. And if I don't see you this afternoon, I will see you tonight. So have a good mid-afternoon break, and I'll see you guys back at about 1:55.